Hey everyone, Sunway84 here, and it's been a while since I've done any kind of review video. I have been sick all month. Started out with my kids over Christmas and New Year's, then to my baby, and then to me, and then to my oldest daughter, and then to my wife. So, I'm probably going to be coughing through this video, and I might have to pause to take a sip of drink. So yeah, I've been sick since pretty much right after New Year's, and I cannot get rid of this cough. So, first time review today is Power of the Prime's Leader Class Rodimus Prime. And this is the Evolution series, I guess you would call it. Because he goes from Hot Rod into, oh, he's not on the side, oh my god, into, he's in the front, there it is. Rodimus Prime. So yeah, Hot Rod is 14 steps, Rodimus Prime is 28 steps, and of course it comes with his version of the Matrix of Leadership, and it's just up here, blah blah, yeah, right there. And we should take a look at his bio. When the bold Autobot Hot Rod becomes the bearer of the Matrix of Leadership, he evolves to become the courageous leader, Rodimus Prime. Okay, so that is that, and let's just get the camera back to where it needs to be to do the video review. Alright, and it shows all different Prime Masters, I think that's what they're called, to choose from. And the box is sturdy and it's nice and big. Okay. Out of the way, let's bring in Hot Rod. This is the Hot Rod you get with the Rodimus Prime. Yeah. Excuse me. Alrighty. And you can see, take a look at that handsome devilish face sculpt. Let's get the light more on it. Ooh, look at that. Looky. I actually really do like this face sculpt. I kind of wish you could see his eyes a little bit better. But otherwise, I think overall the figure looks really good. He does have this overextending under forearm that goes over his fists, which is sort of a bummer when you see it from behind. It's like his sleeves are too long for him. Look, but at least at the the exhaust compass, which it should. It's got stickers. I don't really like the fact that they've gone to stickers. I prefer the tampos. Maybe the stickers are cheaper. I don't know why they're sticking on stickers, but it's okay. I kind of wish they didn't have the stickers, because if you take these stickers off, I think he looks really good. Even these right here, take them off, and he'd be kind of cartoon accurate. Side view is not anything bad. It still looks pretty good. He doesn't have very many visible hollow bits, so that's nice. In the rear view, it looks like he's got the back of the car sitting on him, which he does. And this right here becomes Rodimus Prime's shoulders. The spoiler is nice and visible. You can see the little middle part. Excuse me. Just kind of move the light a little bit. Alright. Let's move the other line a little bit. I had to move stuff around. Like I said, I've been sick and having to do a lot of things. Alright. So this is the Hot Rod. Honestly, he's kind of big enough where if you want to portray him as your Rodimus Prime, you kind of can. He's a little bit bigger than deluxe figures. This is the Tides Return Hot Rod. You can see he's got a good head on top of him. And you actually can see his spoiler, whereas his hides behind his big, huge arms. So yeah, that's that Hot Rod. And if you go ahead and show him off with the Generations or Classics, whatever version, Universe, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Classics. And this is actually the 2-pack version that came with the Cyclonus. So you see a lot bigger than this one. Of course, he was always a little bit on the small side. So if you really want to see him with this guy, you can see right off the bat, one thing that quality-wise this guy has over him is the tires. They have actual, it's not this like cheap peg-on things going on there. So but I never really liked this version as much anyway. So yeah. And of course you got the old Generation 1, and look at that, it's bought picture perfect design. So we spin him around. Take a look. Yes, he has a lot of wear and tear on him. He was a well-loved toy as a kid. You see the flame decals are very much spot on. Very nice. And this is more of a cartoon accurate head than this one is. So, excuse me. Sorry. So it is a very lovely figure. Now I'm going to go into some cons onto just the Rodimus, the Hot Rod version of this right here. Is right here you can see he's got these little indentions on his lower torso, and there's a little bit more up here. That is from when you transform him into Rodimus Prime's head. Parts of the Rodimus Prime part will rest up against, like this part here folds up, and how he folds, he just rests against himself. And I guess when they painted him, it was just pushed onto it, and it just left indentation marks. So that is a negative. As well, you can see it a little more better there. There you go, a little more better, like my grammar. All right. So yeah. Other things I don't like of this figure, I kind of point out the overextending lower parts here, which honestly it only looks bad at certain angles, and at certain angles it's not that bad. His tires, I really do not like this look. What could they make it pegged the opposite way, where this was all black and it pegged into his arm? Must be something they, I don't know. There's got to be a reason behind it, I guess, because actual Rodimus Prime tires do not do that. But yeah. But overall, he is a lovely figure, and actually probably my favorite part of this. So we'll go get him out of the way. And I forgot to go over these, but he just come with the card. I meant to do this a lot earlier on. I usually do in my review videos, but it's been a while, so I'm not up to my normal. So this is Rodimus Alchemist. He alters enemies' systems to overheat at their power core. So yeah. Cool. Cool. And he comes with this big, threw it at my camera. Big, huge book of instructions. 8+ age, so yeah. I didn't use it to make sure I'm tabbing him right, so yeah. And it comes with this. This is the Rodimus Prime armor, I'm going to call it, that you form to make him Rodimus Prime. Right now I have it transformed into his trailer. And right now I'm going to leave it as this, and we're going to transform Hot Rod into his vehicle modes, and then we'll do the combination into vehicle mode, and then we'll turn around and do it into a robot mode. But this is it without Rodimus Prime. Yes, I've mentioned like the visual hand syndrome. Excuse me. Before. See, these are his wheels, and they go the opposite way. These are a lot thicker. But with that looked at, let's go ahead and take this Hot Rod here, and we'll take his gun out. And lay him down on the ground, because I have a little boo-boo, and it don't look like as much of anything. But that little thing hurts. Taking a piece of broken glass off the floor, and I just shoved it into my finger, and yeah, so when I try to untab pieces, and this, it's a main finger, you can use it a lot when you do stuff. Ooh, it really hurts. So, just letting you know. You hear me say, ow, like a little baby, you'll know why. Okay. So, get this guy into his vehicle mode. What we're going to do, excuse me, you just lift up these shin covers, and you just fold his feet inside, and just close it back, and it does go like this, and kind of stops, but you want to push it in until you hear that click. You gotta join the click. That one doesn't click as well, but yeah, it's there. It's there. All right. Now here's the trickier part. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten his arms out here. It's just getting this torso part done, and it really hurts my boo-boo. Okay. So what you want to do is just pull him forward here, and the head is on this little, I don't know what we'll call it, but you just, just grab it here and just wiggle him up a little bit, and he pulls up, and you just turn his head around, like so. You see there's the front of the car right there, and you just close it back down, and you just close it right back up, so. And there's these tabs up here on the front of it, which will tab into the upper parts of the arms and the inside. And there's also a tab right back here on the orange part. It will tab into the sides of his arm. So you just want to hinge this up. You don't have much clearance, but you see it just picks right in. There you go. excuse me. I'm just going to take this piece here, and it's on a swivel. Like so. Let's raise that up, and you just swivel it around. Sort of like the G1. And then you just want to, there's this little tabby guys back here. See, there's a tab here, a tab here, and there's this little T-tab like thing. And there's these two tabs on the sides are going to go right here into these little slots on his white parts of his feet or legs. And the other T-tab is going to go inside his legs here. And it is a little, I say not problem, but you know, it's a little bit of work. And you want to make sure this part here is in focus. Also, is flush, flats. Now, when you got the hinge, it makes it a lot easier. So just letting you know. So it takes a little finesse, but you just want to try to get that piece in, and then have this other piece in there without breaking it. There you go. And beware on the spoiler. I mean, you don't want to push down on the sides like this, because you know it flexes, and you might end up snapping the spoiler or put some good stress marks on it. Well, let's go on this side here, and so I wish I pushed it in the middle if I have to push on that part. There you go. So that is the back of the vehicle mode. You can see right there is that the orange tab, and there's a little slot there. It's supposed to be tabbed in, like so. And these little pieces, just grab, they're on a hinge, like so. Open it up, and you see there's a tab here and a slot right here. And you just want to close it up. And this makes the hot rod a vehicle mode of this vehicle. And I would say that it is a pretty slick little car. I actually do dig it, man. I am dug on this. I am dug out. Something not level somewhere because he's not. Oh, he's on his foot there. There we go. Rolls nicely. Excuse me. The only thing really missing from this vehicle mode is the little engine thing. You know, the hot rod part. Makes the hot rod sticking out. I guess there's really no place to add that in for this figure. For the gimmick it has to do, because this is the Rodimus Prime chest. As you notice, we have the fake hot rod chest on the underside here. And this will end up being the Rodimus Prime chest. So we're going to put that down, and we will compare him to past hot rods in vehicle mode. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show off was the Titan's Returns hot rod, which actually my review for this one, I really did like this vehicle mode as well. I think it is very, very nice as well. So, show you all around. But yeah, I still think this one looks a little more, you know, G1-esque than this one. This one does have these nice curves and angles, and it's like, yeah, this one's more sharp and like it's gonna just cut you when it hits you. But yeah, let's head on there. Time to turns, power the primes, turn the side views, yeah. Go in the back. I'll probably say this one wins in the back view. That one does kind of resemble, I think, the classics in the back. We'll see. Look at that one in a second. Rear side views, like all out. You know, the tires win on these. You know, on these guys here. But yeah, the front on. What this guy wins because he's got this piece. Winning, he wins overall. Look, he looks gorgeous. And we'll take a look at him with his G1 counterpart here. About the same size in robot mode, almost. He might be, excuse me, a smidge taller. Vehicle mode, original G1 is a lot smaller than what we're getting here in the Power of the Primes line. Side views, and this is more, of course, G1-esque for the cartoon with the longer pipes. So this is just in the rear. And that's one thing I think the Titan's Return had over that as well. And then you can get the back view here. And this sort of resembles the other, you know. So yeah, I guess what I did is with that guy, the top view. He's probably closer to color with this guy. So then the Titan's Return is more of a bright, shiny red, you know. So yeah, and he's got the shape of the windshield going on there. Looky. All right. Now we'll take a look at the classics. There you go. Here is the classics, which honestly is a very nice car mode as well. They all done pretty well in the car modes, and it is distinctly different than what you would get in a G1 hot rod. I mean, he looks still really good. Not correctly done there. So the back right here, the little, you know, resembles. He's got tail lights. But yeah, I think overall, I think Power of the Primes looks a little bit better. If they could just done the tires differently to look more similar to like this, or just, you know, underneath where this has to go over, they could sort of done some fake piping, you know, or something. You know, it is what it is, and it looks fairly good as well. So guys, there we go. All right. So now we're going to get this guy ready to combine into the Rodimus Prime vehicle mode. So pretty much all you want to do is take these little things and you just want to fold them back the way they were for robot mode. And then you just want to take this here, and there is a tab underneath this fake spoiler right here, which will tab into this little slot here. And then on the back of the car here, there's these little tabs sticking off of them. And these will go into, sort of rest inside of these little slots right down here. Not up here, down here on the knee bends. And then there's this piece here, which is going to fold out. And there's tabs on here, which will go into these. And also go onto these. So we'll just get started with that. So we just want to, you know, just sort of wedge this guy. See those pieces sort of just go right there in the kneecap, and then you just want to line that piece up with that spoiler. And it's hard to really get to in there because you don't want to end up, you know, your fingers getting in there. It's kind of hard. Once you want to get it situated, go ahead and take these little back pieces here. You see these there. And bring it up. And there's this little tab here, which is going to go on the underside of these, and then there's, like I said, tabs don't catch on these guys here. So this comes down like this. Let me see. And it's going to catch on that. So we're going to just pull that up like so. Like so, there's a little slot on the other side. Oh man, sure raise the camera up. And then get that to rest on that. Oh, let's get it to rest on it. And then bring this one down, and it just goes over that one. Like so. I believe there's another tab on here that this is on tab. Yeah. I think there's a tab by the tire here, which is going to catch on this little tab here. There's a little slot here. So there's three things working. There's this one and then two on the exhaust here. So we got to get to this stuff. And it's just tricky getting it all, you know, tabbed together and getting it all to stay. Bring it down, tab it over. You see, he's not really long. There we go. All right, there we go. Rodimus Prime. He rolls really, really good. Vroom, vroom. Kind of reminds me of DX9's Carry slightly with the look. And he's got these big, huge feet hanging off the back here. What these become his feet. They have to go somewhere. It's not really that bad. From the straight back is kind of like, what is all that? As you turn them, it's like it's not so bad. Not so bad. Head on, I think it looks good. Even the hands visible, I mean, I don't think it's really that bad. Because you really can't tell their hands until you get them at a certain angle. You know they are, but, you know, honestly, if someone else has looked at it, they would just think it's a design on the camper part. Now, we're going to show him off with the original G1 Rodimus Prime. Alright. Slide this bad boy right in here. Ooh, them rubber tires, man. Look at that. Look at that roll. That is something smooth. Just listen. Just listen. Sounds so smooth. Oh, the sounds of rubber tires. Oh, yeah. Okay. Video's taking a different turn. Of course, you know, this one's a lot bigger because he's going to end up being a lot bigger robot anyway. Because it's all going to go to the robot. Head on. Not so bad. Side view. Back view. Not much cleaner, but you know, it's more simplistic. Dude, what's up with your tire, man? But yeah, it's not so bad. Looks fine. You got, you know, yeah. And then this sticker here, you know, it's very reminiscent of this sticker here. So, you know, they attempted. They attempted. So, yeah. Putting back to the side here. So, negatives on this Rodimus Prime vehicle mode, like I said, the hot rod vehicle mode, only negative was first the tires and then the wish of like a fake exhaust going all the way up, so in the little engine doohickey up there. On the Rodimus Prime vehicle mode, again, you can notice this, but really it's just the stickers. Like I said, I really prefer the tampos because you transform these and they kind of hang over. You end up hitting them. And eventually you're going to just, you know, the wear of them, they're going to start coming off. We know that from original G1s. Mine were applied fairly well. I think I have one of these Autobot logos. This one's really crooked. That one's straight. It's kind of bunched up right there. So you could get lucky. You know, not be so bad. That's really the only complaint I have on that. So now we're going to get him into his big leader class Rodimus Prime mode. All we want to do is go back and do all this untabbing again. So we just want to make sure we get all this unhooked. And untab that, fold it back. And there's a little tab kind of guy right there. Just sort of goes up on that. And rests. So we want to untab this one on this side. Untab that. Fold that back like so. And there is tabs back there. Right here on this piece that will tab into the slot here, so you know it locks in, and he fell out. Excuse me. So we're gonna take the hot rod piece right now. I'm just gonna put him to the side while we focus on getting this set up for the botsy. So we're gonna raise the camera just a little bit so we can see what I'm doing. So what you want to do is come back here, and these are his arms, as you can see by the hands, and that's a parts forming part here. This has to come out. Don't grab by that. Just move that out of the way side. I'm not pulling on that piece there, but you just pull those out and put them to the side. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll straighten back up for now. Excuse me again. Then you untab the feet from the back. You see these little tabs here that go into these little slots on his feet. You just pull those down. And there are tabs onto his legs here that will tab in. So there's these slots right here between the yellowish bit and the black that these tabs lock into, and they lock very tightly. And you straighten them up. You go to the back here and you just want to untab this. And it comes around to the sides, like so. And then you just want to raise this up. And then you take this piece here and you go ahead and turn it around like so. And then there's these little circle that go tab into these holes. Like so. And I say like so a lot, I guess I should not do that. And then you just want to raise this up. And you can see there's his hip ratchets. Fold this down and it becomes his waist. Too bad it's not, you know, sectional. So when you want to do, you know, each leg, it's like a hip skirt, you know, it comes up. But yeah. Legs are tabbed in together, just pull them apart. Like so. I guess I was saying that. And just pull these pieces out. If you can't get your finger in there, don't worry, just push hard enough there. They are very light plastic, and they'll just pop right out. You can see there's this matrix of a leadership hanging around in there. Straighten him up a little bit so he's not going to fall over. You get that up. These pieces here just come back back down and just re-tab in behind his back. I like that. How you like that? You can see he's getting that sticker wear right here already from just the hinge. Just keep going. So that is his Rodimus Prime base body right here, just waiting for the hot rod part to become, to hit its evolution. Land right there. So let's put that to the side. We got that hot rod right here. So what we want to do with this, excuse me, let's go ahead and untab all this in the back. So there we go. And these will become, like I said, Rodimus Prime's arms, or shoulders anyway. So you want to take his other actual hot rod hands here, kind of untab them, and you want to raise them up, like so. There I am again. And you just take this piece here, and you can see the little hinge here. He's just going to bend at the waist like this, and that brings up the Rodimus Prime head. And you take these legs and you go all the way outside and have them do the splits here. And you just keep folding that down. And you just want to turn these around. I want to turn around. Yeah, I got it right. I had it right. Spin them all, and you want to angle them the other way. Woo! And then angle them that way. There we go. Excuse me. Get that back up. Alright. Oh. And we're going to put that into the body here. Alright. So you're going to take this part here and you just want to fold it up onto the back like so. And there you go. You're ready to put him inside. I got to get this leg correct here. Spin that back around. There we go. Have the wrong part of it facing. Alright. As you can see, try to show this off. You see his crotch. It's going to snap into this bit here. And then his arms and everything's going to snap into the back. And then his back part here is going to slide. If I can point out, there's this little groove, this thing, and this middle part. And they're all going to fit into these slots right here. So you just like want to line that up. See how they all line up. His hot rod hands get in the way. Oh, that's what I'm doing. So no, do this. Sometimes it helps if you just have them like this. Now just raise that hinge back up. So you can slide them in first and get them right there in the crotch and just snap them in. See how he snapped right in there? There's a, see how you can see how he's, like that. And you just want to go ahead and hinge them here at the belly. And then you just want to, oh, he came untabbed when I hinged him. Okay. Get in there. There we go. Then just make sure his arms lock in back there. And they are. And lock that part. This part here has a tab it snaps into. I really wish his heel spurs were a little more sturdy. It's such light plastic that it's very easy to push them back on. So yeah. And here's the scariest part of this guy here. These parts here are his arms. You can see there's his hand. You set this piece here and it hinges back and snaps. And there's these two little round parts here. You see these clips. They're going to go right in these clips. And I'm afraid with repeated in and out, in and out, in and out, you're going to loosen them, or you're going to, break these, or cause major stress marks. So, pick a mode, leave it, but we're going to snap them in. This is I believe the 4th time I've done this. And it's a scary snap, too. Really afraid I'm going to break it. So, yeah. Now we'll go do the other arm. So, just repeat the same process. Take this off. Fold this up. Everything on him is very tight. Get those down like that. Then you just want to pop them back in. There we go. This side is not as bad. Alright. He is awfully big. Let's see if you can't see him fully. Rodimus Prime. Yeah, he is a beefy figure. Very big. Very beefy, very wide. He looks like he could hold his own. Overlord, 6-shot. They are no match for this big, huge body. So, yeah. He will own you in a street fight. And then you have, that's not his weapon, that is the original G1 Rodimus Prime's weapon. This is his weapon here. I had the Hot Rod holding this one, which is more reminiscent of the Hot Rod G1. He has this piece here. They do combine. There's this little round peg here that goes into this little hole. So you make one big long Rodimus Prime weapon, and you can choice a fist to, peg it in. Voila. So we'll just take a look at this guy head on. He is big, massive. He looks really, really good. Turn to the side. Beefy. He's got a backpack, but that's his trailer. It's got to go somewhere. At least the whole thing didn't just sit to the side like G1. You can see the hollow bits in the back of his legs right through that. But so yeah. Overall, looks really good. We'll do a quick comparison with the G1 Rodimus. Alright, in a matter of seconds, he is transformed. And big difference. This G1 toy, that's right. Yeah. Both have that sort of aged, old, mature leader look. Very good. Looks like me when I wake up in the morning. The big eye bags. But yeah. Excuse me. Very nice. Not much to say about the G1. Let's go with this guy here. For articulation, you have this moves out of the way so you can get the forward. I don't know if there's a ratchet. You can hear it, but only at certain parts. But you can go out to the side. This is friction. He's got a swivel up there as well at the hip. He's got these knee bends. There's no ratchet. You just have ankle. Go forward and back really far. And he does have deep ankle tilts, which is nice when you want to pose him. You get some wide poses. We can close back to that. He does have a wrist swivel, so he can turn his wrist. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got the elbow bends and goes about yay far. Of course, these are Hot Rod's legs up here, so you can got some outrageous movement going on up there, so, and you got the full swivel with it to get them all the way back and around. But just beware, it kind of makes the legs go a little wonky up there, so you have to kind of, fix the stuff. There you go. Excuse me again. On the head, I forgot to show that on the Hot Rod, you can turn his head left and right. Same here. You turn his head left and right. There is no up and down movement at all. He is screwed in right there. There is no waist swivel as well. It's based on transformation. You can't do anything. And as well on the Hot Rod figure, I didn't show that much of articulation. There is no waist swivel on him either. So. So this is Rodimus Prime. I say he doesn't get much love in the Transformers here. We've had a lot of hot rods lately, so that's a good thing. I think with him showing up in the last night, it helped bring on more excuse me, of these hot rod figures. And this is a decent Rodimus Prime if you're into the leader class scale. I'm not so well into leader class scale, except for characters who were big in the original G1 cartoon. That's just me. So I'll show you if you have the Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars. Alright, so here's Ultra Magnus. And that they look good together on the camera here. Let me turn this a little bit so you don't see all my stuff on the side. They look good on the camera. In person, you will see it. I have some pictures, and they'll be at the end of this video to show how much beefier Magnus is over. Rodimus is over Ultra Magnus. He's bigger, and in my view, I always see Ultra Magnus as being the bigger bot over Rodimus Prime. So that kind of bugs me in that kind of scale sense, because I'm kind of the cartoon scale. But you know, that's just me. Your mileage will vary on that. If you take the hot rod out and try and use it as Rodimus, because it is bigger than the Deluxes but smaller than Voyagers, he will be too small up against Ultra Magnus, because he's not going to be that big. But they do look good together on my camera. My camera is set a little bit lower. Let's see if I can get it to actually be about right height. As you can see there, Rodimus Prime is, it could just be the shoulders and adding the beefier look, but he is a little beefier. Like I said, I will put pictures on the end of the video here that shows them together a little bit more. Side view. Things that bug me, these little feet spurs, heel spurs, and I wish they're a little bit better. Right, bump the camera again. Sick about it. That's another good thing about Rodimus is some of the little, hollowed out bits don't show as much because they get blocked by this big hollow back thing. Which though, it does give them a handle when you want to play with them. You can, you don't have to actually try to hold them by the waist. You can just hold them by that backpack. But yeah, they look fairly good. I'd like to see it updated Ultra Magnus to sort of look a little bit more, I guess, G1 if you would say. But this Ultra Magnus is pretty new, and I really doubt they'll do another one for a while. Even though they do seem to throw out an Optimus Prime in every series. And lately, Megatron's been coming out a lot, too. Excuse me. Alright. Final thoughts on this Rodimus Prime right here. Overall, I still say he's a very well sculpted figure. Probably one of my favorites in the sculpt, especially in the face sculpt. He's got a lot of mass to him, a lot of weight. He is sturdy. Everything tabs in tightly, which could be a good thing and a bad thing. And, it just depends on how you're looking at it. He does have wrist swivels on his hands, which is nice in the Rodimus Prime mode. So those are good things. I do like the black legs over, always trying to make them red. I like the cartoon look of being black. I just kind of wish some of the yellow didn't show through it as much, but it's not that big of a problem to me. Even the hollowness in the back is not bad. I do like the backpack for the, you can hold them without messing up the actual pose you have them in, and that is nice as well. The shoulders don't really bother me like they bother some other people. I know somebody, I can't remember who does it, but they are selling little shoulder things you can buy and stick on them to sort of hide that look there. It doesn't really bother me that much at all. Now into the complaints on the figure. There's no waist swivel in either mode. I guess based on transformation and how they have to have everything. Like I said, there's no waist swivel due to how he transforms. I think bugs me is probably the head articulation. All you get is side to side in both figures. There's no up and down. I kind of wish they could do a little bit up and down movement. Also, I know there is a wrist swivel, which is good, but there is no finger articulation. Like in Ultra Magnus here, I don't know if it was still in the Power Master Optimus Prime. I never bought that one, but he does have, he can open his fist, and that is nice. I do like that. I kind of wish they would sort of keep that incorporated on all the leader class figures, because they are sort of like a masterpiece style scaling, and then in the size here. I think it's kind of, you can notice on camera is the colors are different here. This is a darker, burgundy, maroon, and this is more of a red. You can see it with here and here. the point, is that the Hot Rod figure is more of this red color, and that's the Hot Rod bit you got. This here, the Rodimus Prime trailer, is more of this maroon, I don't know, burgundy. I'm not sure which color it is. Look, so you get a two-tone look here in Rodimus Prime's robot mode. It's noticeable, but when you just actually look at the figure, it's not as bad in hand if it looks bad on the camera. But yeah, that's probably my other complaint. Yeah, is this heel spur? It's very light plastic. I just wish it was just a little bit tighter, I guess. And there are ways to tighten it up joints in Transformers. But overall, he is a very nice figure, very well sculpted. Oh yeah, another niggle is this. That's how the Constructicons are from Combiner Wars. Didn't bother me then. It seems to bother me now. But actually, he's very well sculpted. Looks really good. He'll be good on your shelf in either mode, Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime. So, if you're a Rodimus Prime fan, a Hot Rod fan, he is well worth the purchase. Anyway, thanks for watching. And until the next ones, peace out.